Hello world, welcome to Python training, and we are going to discuss on Python string. So these are the topics that I'm going to cover as part of Python string. First one is Python string introduction, then how to create a string, then string indexing, string slicing, and then deleting string, and what are valid operators that we can use on string, and what is basically the immutable characteristic of string. So we'll see by taking some of the examples, and then important string functions. So in this particular video, I will be covering Python string introduction as well as how to create a string. So basically a Python string is an array of bytes representing Unicode characters. So it is basically the array of characters, and all those characters collectively forms a string. Python strings are immutable. So what is immutable? Immutable means when we create any string object, then its value remain unchanged. So here I'm writing s equal to Python. So when I do this, it basically creates an object with the Python value inside it. And if in next line, let's say I write down as s equal to Python and concatenate with the text again. So s will become Python again. So the again value will not be concatenated in this particular object. Here in this case, what will happen? Another object will be created. It contains the value Python again. And now this particular reference variable s will point to this object, and this particular reference will be cut off. So this means that the value of the object, string object, do not change when we change its value. So you can see this particular object value didn't change. When we try to change the value of s, it basically creates a new object. So this is called the immutable characteristic of a string. Then in Python, we do not have a character data type, right? So we have seen the various data types in Python. So character is not data type in Python, and a single character is simply a string with the length 1. Now let's see how do we create a string. So we can create a string using single quote, double quote, and triple quote. And triple quote also we can use 3 single quotes and 3 double quotes. I have basically discussed this in one of my videos where I was discussing the print statement. So this is the particular video which I was talking. So if you want to go in more detail, you can refer this particular video, Python print part 8, where I have explained print using single, double, and triple quotes. Now let's see how we'll create the string in Python using single quotes. So this is how I am creating the string variable using the single quote. So these are the single quotes. And in single quote, if I want to use another single quote inside it, for example, like this, then error will come. Inside single quote, if I want to use another single quote, so I have to use the backslash to escape the single quote. So this is how I can use a single quote inside a single quote. And when I'll print it, it is printing with the single quote that we have provided inside the string value. Now, second way to create the string is with double quotes. Here also in double quotes, if I want to use another double quote, it will give error. In order to use another double quote, I have to use escape sequence by using backward slash. If I run it, it is printing double quotes which I have provided inside this string. And one more thing. So if I'm using double quotes to create this string, I can use single quote without escape sequence. So if I run this, it will print this is Python with single quote that I have provided. Similarly, vice versa is also true. For example, if I am creating a string using single quotes, then inside that string I can use double quote without escape sequence. This is still valid. So when I'm running it, it is printing this is Python with double quote. Now the third way to create a string is basically using triple quotes. So triple quotes also we can use either 3 single triple quotes or 3 double quotes. So if I use 3 single quotes, so this is 1, 2, 3, this is 3 single quotes, this is Python. Now what is the benefit of creating a string in triple quote? The benefit is that using triple quotes, I can split this string into multiple lines like this, right? So when I run this program, it is printing this is Python into separate line. This is triple quote using 3 single quotes. The second way is by using 3 double quotes. How we will do that? If I use 3 double quotes, this is valid. If I run it now, it is printing this is Python. So inside this triple quotes, I can use single quote and double quote without providing the backward slash or escape sequence. So if I'm using single quote inside it, it will still take this. But even if I'll use double quote here, so without providing the escape sequence, it will still work. Triple quote is used to provide the string value in multiple lines. Also, we don't have to use the escape sequence, that is backward slash, when we are using single quote or double quote inside this triple quote. After watching this video, I will request you guys to again go through this particular video where I have explained print using single, double, triple quotes. So it is part 8 of Python print function.